All right, good morning. It's 1 o'clock today. I'm wearing a hat because my hair is just too much today. I got some sleep last night, which was good. I was up. What was I doing last night? I can't even remember what I was doing last night. That's what it's come to. No, you know what I started doing? I was watching Ricky Gervais's pilot, or not TV show. It's called Afterlife. It's on Netflix. I'm a huge Ricky Gervais fan, and I really like it. I really like him because he just does not care, and he's a guy that operates. He does his own thing. I don't think he gets network notes, and he makes what he wants to make, which is my dream, kind of. I've kind of tried to do that in creating things that I want to watch for myself. Anyways, I'm only 2 episodes in. It's pretty good. And then today I woke up and I have this job that I do part-time where I read screenplays and TV scripts for this company. Like, they judge material for like competitions and whatever. So, I can request stuff and read stuff for them and they pay me, but it's so stupid because I seriously have never won a contest ever in my life. Yet, I'm the guy judging material. I mean, this is Hollywood. This is a true story. I used to work for this TV show called Spin City back in the day, and I applied for this TV contest, and I had the writers of Spin City actually go through my Spin City script and help me improve it. And I didn't even place, and I had the actual writers from the show. It's stupid. So, today I'm going to just work on my writing. I'm writing another pilot, writing another book. The first book's gonna come out pretty soon, I think. And of course, do some reading. And I got offered to go with my friend Darren to a show out of town, but I just said no because I just don't want to. After last night, I had such a bad taste in my mouth. I didn't say everything last night. So I show up at the gig, and as soon as I walk in, the guy's like, hey, the guy's clearly there, like 20, 30 minutes. I see him with the guitar there. Again, nice dude. And he's like, the show starts, and he's like, hey, dude, would you mind going up first? I want to get situated. I just got off of the road. And I was like, whatever, I'll go up first. Like, he doesn't know any time, and I go up, and the audience is cold, and I do fine. And then the guy goes up, and he does 10, 15 minutes, and I was like, he basically didn't want to go up in front of a cold audience. And I was like, come on, dude. Seriously? Like, this is your show. Like, at least you can host the show, and I just have a lot of pet peeves towards comedians / bookers who don't run their shows properly. And I feel like comedians just get squeezed, which is, I think that's why I started making my own stuff. I was so tired of the bullshit of these guys. I was like, man, I'm just tired of, I've always had that thing where I don't like working for people. I don't like it when I see other people abuse, or I feel like it's mistreatment of other artists that really irritates me, and I find it vexing. So, writing always makes me feel better. I feel good when I do that. I'm going to get a coffee right now. I'm going to show you where I go every day. And, I know the owner really well. So, let's go. It's called Dialogue Cafe. All right, here we go. We're walking. I forgot to say earlier, the reason why that company hired me to read content for them was I used to work behind the scenes at agencies and stuff, but that makes more sense. I just forgot to say that. This is where I live. I live in a condo in West Hollywood. Sometimes I'm afraid I'm gonna die here. It was great when I was 25, 26, and I'm like, God, I actually might die here in this building. That's my worst fear. So I was editing all that stuff last night together. By edit, I just kind of strung out all the videos I shot last night. And I realized all I'm doing is talking about showbiz. Man, what a boring blog. If I was watching this in New Hampshire or something, I'd be like, man, this guy's got no other life, you know? But personally, let's see, do I even care about any other thing? I do. I actually think about that all the time. I'm like, man, am I too old to get married now? Have kids, all that stuff. I think about it all the time. So when I date now, I'm like, well, I'll tell you, here's a quick story. So when I was 28, 30, really loved this girl, and she was smart to leave because I was awful. But then I went through like a series of just models and actors, and I really got to see like a shit show of girls. I also learned a lot about myself. And I think if I had gotten married when I was like, 30, like the normal age to get married, I would have definitely gotten divorced because I was just had no idea who I was as a person. So whenever I hear people talk about love and marriage and shit, I just try not to say anything because I don't know anything myself. I mean, the only thing I can really tell you is a little bit of game to pick up chicks, but after that, I have no idea how to maintain a relationship. I have no idea how to, what kids means or family. I know how to write jokes. I know how to produce a TV pilot or a movie, but pretty much useless in all other areas of life. All right, walking up the dialogue right now. This is how I pretty much enter. I look like I'm homeless. Look at this. But I think that's how everyone dresses in LA. So nobody really cares. One time, I was actually here last week, and the girl at the register, who I see like every day, she's like, "What do you do?" What am I gonna say? Like, "Oh yeah, I like to dress up like a Bollywood character and do stand-up." So I just said I'd license merchandise. Let's go. Well, that was fun. I got my coffee. It's so funny. I was trying to make an Instagram video, and like, I guess the girl behind the counter was an actress. She like jumped in. She's like, "Hey," and I was like, "Who the hell are you?" And she's like, she just like started there. Then she's like, "Can you please tag me in the video?" And I'm like, "Okay." I like pretended to tag her, and I was like, deleted the video. Screw it. But the coffee. It's great. I talked to the owner, Todd. I didn't want to record that conversation because it's like the owner there, and he might say some private shit. But I like going to dialogue because it breaks up my day, and just having human interaction is always a good thing. So I try to go there at least once a day, even like when I don't want coffee. I just go there. That and I do this jiu-jitsu thing at night where it's almost like a fraternity. So I'll go like 2-3 days a week and just mess around there. But I don't know. I wonder. Actually, you know what? I gotta stop thinking and judging about life, because sometimes I think, oh, maybe this will be my existence till the rest to the end of time. I'm like, no, it can change. Like, life can change. You gotta. I always tell people you have to take action, and if you want to, change your life, action is essential. Otherwise, if you do the same thing over and over again, you're gonna get the same exact results. So you've got to just keep improving and keep getting better. And I tell myself that all the time. And that's also why I started reading for that company, because I was like, maybe I can pick up some stuff in terms of like story and structure and stuff. So who the hell knows? I don't want to give advice. This isn't a entertainment advice blog. I'm just telling you what it is. I did this thing though, which was really kind of interesting. So a couple years ago, I worked for all these like big companies like talent agencies and management companies and stuff like that. And I had a bunch of friends, right? Because I had a lot of contacts. So people would reach out to me for like lunches and like checking up on me. And so, you know, they want referrals to agencies, blah, blah, blah. So when I lost my last job, I was like a digital manager to like celebrities. I was like, everyone kind of knew about it. And I did this thing where I stopped calling people. I was like, I want to see how many people actually call and check up on me in my life. I swear to God, maybe 4 people call me, maybe 5 in 3 months. The other 40 or 50 people, might as well fill out an FBI report. But, you know, initially I was kind of sad about it. Then I was like, okay, this is LA. And at least I could kind of sift through all my friends were, you know, my lowest point, you know? So if you ever want to, I mean, I wouldn't really recommend that test because it's kind of brutal. And it actually did make me depressed because some of those people were my best friends and haven't spoken to them in years. It is what it is. All right, back to this layer. I think I should open up my curtains. That would help get some sunlight in here at least. So last night, there was this memorial for this comedian named Brody Stevens at the Comedy Store, which I didn't go. When I was booked out of town, I could have made it back. I didn't go. I guess, first of all, I actually started with Brody Stevens kind of like 20 years ago. He used to run this open mic called like Eureka Lounge or Eureka Joe's or something, like 22nd Street in New York. And I used to go to it every week. So I've known Brody for a long time. I was friends with him. I wasn't like great friends with him, but you know, when I saw him at a comedy club, I'd say hi. He'd say hi, I'd ask how he's doing, blah blah blah. But so the guy hung himself like 2 weeks ago. And, you know, I see all these posts, like, it's like all these comedians are like posting like photos of Brody. I know this one guy told me he had a falling out with Brody and he's like posting photos of him. It's like, you know, these comedians, it's like anything they can do to just put themselves on social media. I just felt so disgusted by the whole thing. I was like, you know, one, he's dead, but I can honor him by just, you know, talking highly of him and paying my respects to him. And I did go to the comedy show that raised money for his family. You know, I went there even though it was crazy. But I'm not gonna post anything. I was like, you know what? Me knowing him is good enough, and I don't need to like have this outpouring of support to show the world that, you know, that he was a good friend of mine. And he wasn't a good friend of mine. He was just a, you know, more of an acquaintance at the end of it. So, I don't know. I just thought, I don't even know why I'm talking about this shit. I guess I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be, I would love to just, you know, it makes me feel really good sometimes when I meditate. I have this one phrase that I tell myself that I don't have to. Before, when I was like 25, 26, you know, the hardcore fans know this. Like when I was on DCOC, Bobby Khan, I was really trying to like make it as an actor. I was like, man, I'm gonna bust through as an actor and just dominate. And I think I wanted the fame, because not to be famous, but because I thought the fame would allow me to like do different projects and give me the creativity to do what I wanted to do. Now I try not to attach myself to that kind of stuff anymore. I'm like, well, I don't have to be this this person of eminence where everyone's like, oh, Matt's Tarun Shetty. I can be who I am and make great work and survive and drink my coffee and kind of, I can be under the radar. Sure, would it be great to be like this ultra successful artist? Yeah, but I cannot let that define my happiness, because otherwise, you know,
I mean, could end up like Brody easily. I mean, I have my own demons. So I try to just keep things in perspective and, live day to day.